up this one too, right? Okay. So I have that one. Let's see how this camera's looking here. Okay. This is cool because you guys get a chance to talk. This is outstanding. The YouTube channel is up, so we have both going. So I'll be back in about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Outstanding. The YouTube just seems to have a little bit, maybe I prefer it, so I gave it a better view, I'm not sure. But I'll be right back. Okay. How we doing? I think we're ready here. Oh, I'm gonna have to be on that side of the camera to talk. So let me come on this side for a couple of minutes and we'll catch up. Hey, Jace. And let's see. This side over here, we probably did something, probably lost the feed. Okay. So maybe we're back over here, hopefully. So over here on Pop Shrooms 3, you're better off if we see you over on YouTube. If you get a chance to get over there, it's just a slightly better feed. So if you get a chance to go over there, because we're getting ready to go here. But it's another medium, and I really hope that it holds up. The truth is, we're only going to be here about 20 minutes. We're going to take about 20 minutes to show you guys a couple of quickies, some things that I do very quickly here. So I'm going to jump over to the other camera, get the YouTube people started, just say hello to people, and then I'll get behind the table. Okay, thank you to everybody very, very much. So over here, back popping over here, Kyle, and say hello to me over here. We got about 30 people. This is beautiful. Kyle and Aaron. You know what, you guys? You're gonna see Pops go without his white jacket on here. I gotta take my jacket off. Pop, speak up a little. Yeah, I have to speak up. Yeah, that's crazy. Usually I'm like, Pops, would you take it down a little bit? Okay, of course I will. I'm taking my jacket off because we're gonna be doing a little bit of dirty work. So there's no point in getting it deliberately dirty. And I will speak up. Gosh darn it. I thought I was being all polite. Pops, would you yell at us a little bit? Richard, Pops is stripping. He's going up it. Over there at IG, you guys don't know, but I'm over here stripping. I'm over here taking it all off. Not really all off, just a little bit. Swap that bulb. You guys have no idea. If I was the video, lighting, all of that, I wish. I'm just not that. There's so much I still need to learn. Thank you for the advice there on that, on lighting and things like that. I do appreciate it. This one back here, it's a smart bulb. It's one of those ones you can program it from your computer, et cetera, et cetera. It's some kind of a smart bulb action. So that's what that is. So, don't you dare send me $1. If you, don't you dare, Chris, you guys are gosh darn funny. Listen, now I'm over here tucking my pants in because I didn't realize that they weren't, and I'm gonna go get in front of the camera. And Chris, if anybody sends me $1, it's all I want is 8 cents. You guys know what that 8 cents is good for. Okay, or a $2 bill, Richard. Thank you guys for being here. Let me get over on the other side of the camera. Quit goofing off, Pops. We're here we're here for a reason. Good, except for Tasha kind of wants to play. Give me okay. What's wrong with playing on a Friday night? What else do we have to do, right? Let's play after the meeting. After this, we'll play, do a couple of giveaways. Yeah? Before I go on the other side of the camera, now I need to know if 5 people want to do a giveaway afterwards. Okay? That would be nice if Linda was here. I haven't talked to Linda. I'm going to reach out to her after this. 5 people. Pops do a giveaway afterwards because we're listening, because we're paying attention. 1, that's Carlotta. 2, that's 3. There's 4. Okay, you guys are almost on the other side of the camera. 5. See you guys in a couple of seconds. Okay, we're going on the other side. All right. So what we're here to do tonight is it's been 15 days. Yesterday we inoculated our bags. Okay, we've lost the IG feed. Go figure. I apologize to anybody that was hooked up over there and looking to see us. And also, right before we get started, we're going to do one thing. And I'll explain why we did it, but we're going to do this right as we get started. You see this jar? I'm going to bring it up to the camera. See this jar of incredibly colonized grain? Look at it's like growing up the jar. It's everywhere on this thing. Okay, you see that? That right there is one heck of a jar, right? So what are we going to do with this jar? We're going to turn this jar into fruit. Okay, and we're going to do one more, just like that. Let me show you. Okay. Extremely colonized. The lighting doesn't know justice. Okay, one little Pops. Are these bad spots? Is it contaminated? No. A little bit of metabolite on there. The mic's completely surviving it. Okay? Okay. In this case here, I only filled them halfway because I thought I would add more grain, but I ended up starting them with a liquid culture. I usually leave enough in there in case I want to add more grain for grain-to-grain culture transfer. What a great question too, by the way. Yep, you got a little bit of mic piss in here because guess why? This jar is over a month old. I've let it sit there. Yes, it was, Bradley. It was oats. So these are great questions, but I have to be on this side of the camera to hear them. So let me go to the other side, okay? So no, there's nothing contaminated in this jar. If you're seeing black dots, it may be a little parts of the oats that they haven't eaten yet, but these are some of the cleanest jars you'll ever see. Show it to you one more time. Especially this one. Look at the way it's spidering up the jar. It's just nuts. So sometimes the lighting doesn't do it justice, as it were. But so what I wanted to do is I'm going to start this. This is separate from our Uncle Ben's, and we may get to it, we may not. But these jars are ready. to be opened and hydrated. I want to get some water on them because they've been sitting in there doing all their own hydration. So now I'm going to put some hydration to them. This is, instead of taking it out and dunking it, you can dunk it right in the jar, just like it is. Did you see how they kind of released from the jar? This one over here especially released and it rose up. So we're going to let that sit there and hydrate for the time that we're talking. This one over here, yep, it released from the bottom too. It's about a 1/4 inch up off the bottom. So they're bobbing corks right now. So we'll talk about those with you. Now, we're at Uncle Ben's. The reason we're here tonight. Part 2. What do we do after an Uncle Ben's bag is fully colonized? There's many things you can do. You can get X amount of them together, because let's remember they're about 8 ounces each of colonized rice or colonized grain when you're done. Just a spawn. Doesn't matter what kind of grain it is, even though rice you'll find it's kind of hard to break up. This is. It's hard to bulk out. But if you chose to, for a standard 54 quart Sterilite container, you would want 4 of these, because you probably want about 2 pounds worth of spawn to a 54 quart, and you'd want 4 bags would make up about 2 pounds. So that's one way to think. People often ask, I got asked it today, Pops, how many bags do I need to start a shoebox? You don't want to be rude, but you have to ask the question, well, what do you mean by a shoebox? What size are we talking about? So it's always a question of size, ultimately. The Uncle Ben's does a great job, in my opinion, of replacing the PF Tech, which is the cakes. They come out of the little jars, and they usually have used brown rice flour as their base, and they're little jars, and we put the jars, cakes, around on a tub. These do a great job of that. After the Uncle Ben's comes out of the bag and you're in the you're in the fruiting process, they're pretty contam resistant. You have to, I shouldn't say that because I don't want you to think that you can't, or you can, but they're pretty strong. The mycelium, if they got out of that bag and they're out and wanting, and they're out here and you turn them into a cake, they're pretty strong. So I like to typically take these and do exactly what I'm going to do with it. Show you here. So earlier today, 2 hours earlier, it's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, starting now. Around 7 o'clock, I took the bag that we're going to work with and I cut open the top, and just like you saw me do with these jars, just like I did with the jar, I took and cut the top off of this bag and poured in distilled water. Yes, I should have mentioned I do use a distilled water when I do these dunks. You don't have to if you might have good clean tap water, and we do here, but I use distilled because I have a distiller and it gives me a reason to use it. So I poured the water in here, and so this has been sitting in here. I'm going to take it over and show it to the camera. But remember, to leak a little bit because we had put that patch in here yesterday where the injection port. So it will leak a little out of that. That's why you see me having it sitting in a bowl. Okay? But I still have it sitting here soaking and slightly leaking for 2 hours. We're hydrating this myceliated grain. Let me show it to you just a little bit closer. And excuse me, let me make sure that our comments are coming through. Okay, we good? All right. So this bag right here, right now, has water all in it, up to about here. And then for the time that I let it sit, I just clip off the top. All right? So good. Our comments are working. Thank you. So now, after a couple hours of soaked cake, we'll drain off that water. Some people will use that water for other applications. Open for a more discussion, but not tonight, right now. We're gonna just stay really basic. Before I even cut this bag, because I want to just show you guys this, and I'm gonna prep something. See how clean it is and easy it's going to be to take out of the bag now. It's released from the edges, the side. Okay, this is going to pop right out of the bag. Okay, now we're going basic. No big shot at laboratory, anything like that. We're going super basic. We're going with your rotisserie chicken tray. Just, you're done with your chicken, or you can get down to the grocery store. My grocer actually sells these to me for $1 a piece. He's got a bunch of them for the rotisserie chicken, and I go in there and go, yo, Joe, yeah. Every once in a while I go in there, I give him a $10 bill, and he gives me 10 of these. So, however you're able to get a couple of these in your hands, these make a phenomenal grow, mini echo chamber for the cake that we're about to do. There's your dome right there. That right there, for about 90% of the grow, is all you're gonna need. You literally have your top for it. You pop a couple of holes in this, put tape over the holes, and you've got a dome too. So, this is what we're gonna start with. First thing I do, I start with a substrate. You can make your own substrate. We here at the Mush Lab use a very basic substrate recipe. It's 60% cocoa, 30% vermiculite, 10% worm castings. That's it. By volume or by weight, you can mix it either way. That's our mixes. Often lately, we are very busy, and I don't have a lot of time to make mixes and pasteurize it and get it all together. I'm a huge, this isn't a commercial for, but I'm a huge fan of Dynasoil. Twisted Tree Nursery guy on IG. Phenomenal person, great company. That's what I use a lot of. It comes to you already pre-packaged. This was a bag, already done. It's already been pasteurized. It's a mix, and it has proprietary ingredients in there, some of which are turtle droppings, because he's a turtle rescue ranch as well. So phenomenal product. So if people are asking, Pops, what are you using for this? And how easy it is for somebody to get started. You get a bag of this. You get a syringe of this. You'll actually want 4 bags. 1 syringe of this, and a bag of Dynasoil, a chicken rotisserie thing, and you're in the mushroom game. Okay? So that's all there is to it. So we're gonna take our rotisserie tray, and we're gonna put some Dynasoil, we call it bedding. We're gonna bed the bottom, excuse me, the first thing I do always is spray the bottom of my tray, like water, vapor on the bottom of my tray. So I'll do, just get a little moist on the bottom here, and believe it or not, the dirt that I'm gonna drop in there, the substrate we're gonna drop in here is just gonna absorb all of that anyways. But it won't be dry and crusty down there. So I'm gonna make a bed I'll probably go about an inch thick with this bed. Okay? Just about like that. Simple, easy, boop, bed, done. I'm gonna take that bed and I'm gonna spray it. How much, Pops? How much do you spray it? Pretend you're the morning dew. You're being nature. You're just the morning dew across the open fields. And how much moisture would you see on the blades of the grass? Enough to see little beads of moisture that are going to go away very quickly. Let me show you. That's about what I like my surface to look like. Just glisten. You can, I'm trying to get an angle there, it just is gonna sort of glisten. Okay? Now, comes the best part. I have this out. This is going to play a second part if we want to, but for right now, I'm going to put a little bit of substrate in a separate bowl or a separate pan, just like that. I don't put it in there because if you took this spawn out of the bag and you rolled it in this substrate right here, tomorrow you'll come back and you'll look at your substrate and it'll have colonizing going on in the substrate itself. So you always want, once you've used your substrate to start something, keep it separate from your spawn, because it's going to get, not contaminated, because it's going to get, but it'll get myceliated and start colonizing. So we've got a separate pile over here that we're going to roll our spawn in. And remember that we have already on this one dunked it or soaked it for a couple of hours to hydrate it. The rule of thumb for me is on hydrating. God, this is beautiful. What a beautiful piece. The rule of thumb for me on hydrating is, if we're going to try to fruit the spawn above ground, which this is above ground, then we want to hydrate it. If I'm going to take it directly out of the bag and break it to bulk, mixing it in with all the substrate, then I don't have to hydrate it because the substrate has the hydration in it that we need. But if it's going to be above ground, I have to get a lot of water in it for the life of the fruiting cycle. It's a beautiful piece. We sure picked a good one to show. Let me show that a little bit closer up close. What do you guys think of that? I agree. I just looked on the side of the screen. We should have a lot more likes. This looks pretty amazing, right? So you almost don't want to stop looking at it. No kidding. You should feel it too. And then, is it blurry? The smell, yep, Sandman, you should smell this. See how it's dripping a little bit? See if it drips just a little bit? You like that. It's got some water in there. Okay? And let me tell you, we're kind of a big shot laboratory and we have no problem doing this all day long. We love this and it's easy. And I want you guys to do this. I want everybody to be doing these. Even when you're running a lot of tubs, run some cakes. Keep yourself simple and in this game. Okay? The strain. we don't really talk about those in public out loud like that. So now I've got this guy. He's well hydrated. I'm going to take him over here, and I'm going to roll him in this. Get him cased up. I use the same, some people will use a separate recipe. I use the same one, basically, to case my cake. I'm going to get them like that. Like I said, if I had done that in this, tomorrow, if I leave this alone, tomorrow I'll come over here, and this will have some colonizing going on inside this substrate right here. Some stuff will have rubbed off, and there'll be little white action started right inside there. So I don't do it inside this one. Okay, now I've got my little cake in my chicken pan, and my goal is to cover all the white. I don't want to see any white on day one. So I need a little bit more moisture to get my casing to stick, and I create a little bit of a mound right here that's protecting that fresh mycelium that just came out of the bag, but it's also giving that fresh mycelium sort of a fuel, because this will start in the next 2 to 3 days starting to fuzz out and turn white out of all of that. And it's also going to start networking out. I'll show some pictures later tonight of a couple of cakes that I've done recently. And you'll see it pretty much, this whole cake's going to just network out off of this mound right here. Okay? It's literally that simple. I have a little bit of white here. Let me get rid of that white. Now generally, obviously, if I'm not talking and doing all of the showing off, I could do this in about 3 minutes, make a cake. Just boop, make a cake. Next one, another cake. Next one, another cake. That's all there is to it. At this point now, I want just a final little bit of moisture over the top of this. Again, that whole sort of, I just want it to glisten, not be saturated. But if you ever put too much on, the easiest thing in the world is to fan it off. We talk about FAE, fresh air exchange. I know a lot of you here know exactly what I'm talking about, but there may be maybe 1 or 2 new people here who don't know what I'm talking about when I say fresh air exchange and to fan something. Well, you don't need to do that yet. Excuse me. You don't need to do that yet. We're still in the care stage. Because right now what we're going to do, but I'll explain fanning here in a moment. I'm going to take my dome now, and in 2 days, not today and not tomorrow, not the first 48 hours, but in 2 days, I'll cut 2 small holes in it and put micropore tape over the top of it to give it a little bit of a place for air, for gas to exchange. But for the first day, I don't want any kind of a vent in here. And when you do, it's just a little hole. You can cut it with a pair of scissors, you can cut it with your scalpel, anything. And then you're just going to take micropore tape and cover the hole. 2 small holes. For the first 2 days, no hole, because we don't mind capturing all of the CO2 that is starting to emanate. We're going to capture it and hold it in there for the first 48 hours. But all I'll do is mist my dome, put my dome on, seal it nicely. Then I'll take this for 2 days only. Usually it's a 10-day process for colonizing, like a 54 quart. I only colonize these for 2 days. In 2 days, I'll take it out of, I'm going to put it away, 74 degrees in the dark for 2 days. In 2 days, I'll take it out. I'll put 2 holes in the lid, put a little tape on it. That's it. Every day, once or twice a day, I'll come in here and I'll take the lid off. and you'll see it starting to turn white, and it's really going to start colonizing a lot on its own. If it seems a little bit dry, try not to spray exactly on the mound itself unless it's really starting to look really dry, crusty. Then just spray it and stop. But most of the spraying, if it's looking even a little bit dry on the surface, most of the time all you have to do is spray your lid and close it back up, and you'll recapture all the humidity and moisture that you've lost. Fanning looks like this. There's nothing fancy about fanning. When you come to your mound 2 to 3 times a day, on tubs it's much more that we ask you to fan them because they have big sides, and with the mushrooms much further down in the profile of the grow chamber, they need more air in, more air out. These, they're like right at the surface, they're getting good airflow just through those 2 holes you put. But 2 to 3 times a day, you'll lift your dome, you'll grab a lid to a grow chamber, even a tray, something like this, and just fan them like this. You'll be surprised how much airflow you move by a simple fan. Watch this. Watch how much air is moved on the surface of this. So at the scale that they're down there, when you're blowing air like this, that's a lot of air movement on the surface. And they like that 2 to 3 or 4 times a day. Freshens the oxygen, moves air around, mimics nature. Then you mist your dome and put it back on. The smart question is, and it's already being asked out there, oh, what do you do when the mushrooms start growing and they almost hit the lid? That's a bad problem to have, isn't it? You can't wait for that problem. What do you do when the mushroom's so big that it's almost going to hit the lid? Do something like this. Find yourself. Could be anything. That's just, I just literally reached here randomly. Find yourself something that's a bigger dome and just put it like this. There's a bigger dome. And find another little bit bigger of a plastic container that can stick over the top of it. Just make your dome a little bit bigger until you're done growing. And you'll find that the shrooms, they're not like fish where they'll stop, but if they end up hitting the roof of the container, it's not the end of the world. They're just going to start bending that way, and they're going to keep on growing for you. So don't let small container size stop you, especially when you're first getting it started. This chicken container, I just looked at this. This is a cool thing. I like this too. If I taped up these or polyfilled the sides of these two, I almost just created a new deal. Look at that. And I just pulled this out. Anyways, the idea was, you see, you could go like this. Whatever bigger dome you have, you could go over the top of this guy. You can keep, doing what you have to do. You get yourself a clear shoebox that goes over the top of it. It's a little bit bigger, taller. Put a hole or 2 in that. Tape those holes closed. That gives you some airflow, but you're going to take it off 2 to 3 times a day anyways to fan. So that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. You have now made Uncle Ben's. We've taken it from yesterday from a syringe, and prepped the bag, syringe, how to get it all ready. 15 days later, approximately 10 to 15, could be as soon as 10. Our bags look like they did when we started here. About 2 hours before you do this, dump your bag, and there you go. You've got yourself a mound of Uncle Ben's, and I would say 10 days, 10 to 12 at the most, this will have fruit that you're harvesting. How much out of a typical Uncle Ben's bag? It's incredibly hard to say because everything's about the genetics. And a lot of it has to do with the care that you take of the cake. The more fresh air that you give it, the more it's going to do well. but I would say on the average we probably get 3/4 of an ounce of dry, half ounce to 3/4 of an ounce of dry out of a single mound. And what you can do too, this is simple, easy. I just showed you because, you know, we're probably dealing with people that are doing this for first or second time. Another way to do this, instead of doing a single mound in a chicken rotisserie, excuse me while I grab this. Pardon me for a moment. You could take, and I do this often actually, you take a container like this and put 4 of them in there. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. That same exact 4 that you just made, that we've knocked up, you can get them all in one container and grow them just in the one. How's the best way to do that? Let me show you. One more moment. I just saw it while I was in the other room. I'll show you. So if you take a bed of perlite in a liner, you take a bed of perlite and you soak that perlite in a 90-10 solution, 90% water, 10% hydrogen peroxide. The hydrogen peroxide helps keep the water clean and keeps the perlite from yellowing and stuff. So we'll take that and get all the perlite pretty wet. Pour out the excess water, but that perlite then becomes our moisture holder through most of the life of what we're going to do with this. Then you can take small trays. These are a little bit on the small side for this, but you can take, oh, I'm going to go get one more thing. I apologize. I wasn't going to show this, so I would have had it prepared. So I'll take small trays like this, and then I'll take, and instead of putting that mound inside the chicken rotisserie, I would have taken that mound. First, I would have put a bed of substrate on here. I'll take that, put it on here, and then cover it completely with substrate so it's looking like just a brown little mountain. And then I'll put 4 of these on here. But before I put them on here, and I've prepped the soil, watch this. Magic. Fits right inside. It's the exact right size of cake, or what do they call that? A catering pan. It's a catering kind of a pan. It fits right inside of a 54 Sterilite and becomes a liner. Then I have that, and I can lift it out anytime I want, and then I'll put my cakes in there, like that. You've got your lid. And then the lid, when you take it on and off, the lid becomes your fan. So you can grow all 4 of them in one container, doing the same exact mound tech that I did for one container. Just make 4 of them on a plate and put them inside of a 54 quart. on a bed of perlite. And that way you're managing all four at the same time, and you never have to go looking for taller domes than these. But this was a quick start. Doesn't cost you more than $1 from your butcher way to get going. Okay, does anybody have any questions? I'm gonna come around over there, I guess, and I think I've covered it. I just let me wipe some couple of things down and then come over there. It's gonna freak me out to have this not wiped down. This will go up to a colonizing here. I can get to the rest of this. Oh, these. Okay, we're running a little long, so I'll do those another time. Let's see. Whew. So what are you guys thinking there? Let me see. I have got to. Okay, I think this, I can sit down here, perhaps. Yeah, I think that'll work for me. Okay, to streamline cutting, I took some to cardboard from an old box. Okay, I missed a good chat. That's okay. That's what this is. Remember, the whole idea of Pop Shrooms, I swear, the whole idea is to educate, entertain, and facilitate communication. The more you guys are out there talking, teaching each other, especially if you, no, Pops is wrong, you do it like this, good. It's beautiful. That is, nobody's right, nobody does everything perfectly. No, you don't have to pasteurize the perlite motherboard. No, usually it's, if it comes from my grower and it's right out of the bag, I just put it straight in there, and no, I don't do any special treatment to it other than I do soak it in the 90-10% solution. So I'm just catching up with your guys' quotes. I mean, your guys' comments. Don't pay any attention to me. And I'm serious about that. How you doing, Edward? I'm just going to pop in if anybody has any questions, but I'm also listening because if Sai's on here and she's doing some teaching, that's going to be good. Looks like Bird finds a need to pasteurize his perlite. That's good too. Okay, Adam's here. That's great. You bet, Mother. You bet. What is the cake supposed to smell like? Gosh, it's hard to explain. It's got this earthy smell. It's literally probably my favorite smell on the planet right now. It's a phenomenal smell. It's literally, it's impossible to explain, but just think earth, or think turned over earth on a rainy morning, and you go up in a shovel full of dirt and pick it up and smell it. Smells like that. Yeah, but even better. But then there's something else in there. So if I wanted to use UB in a tub, could I just break it up like that? Kate, yes, hold on. I think that's a good question. Hold on, Nick. Break up and mix in some. Yes, you could, Nick. That you absolutely can do that with Uncle Ben's. You'll take it and break it to bulk, just like you would any of the others that are coming out of a jar or a bag. I caution, my experience has been, it's a very difficult breakup. The rice is very tightly knitted, especially with that one that you saw there, that nice white. It's very tightly knitted, and it tends to only come out in big clumps that it wants to break up. It doesn't break up. And one of the best things about oat or millet, Sai's starting to work with millet. She's even saying it right there. It's sticky. It comes out in big clumps. She's working with the millet now. Millet's the best thing there is because it just spreads through your substrate. And oats does too. How you doing, Mama? But Nick, you can break it up, but you're gonna have clumps. Think of like ricotta cheese in your lasagna. It'll be like big. Sam, any breakup is difficult. You're so right, bro. But you know, some of them are good for us. Some of them, Move us on to bigger and better pastures. Potato Master, don't you dare, Tasha. You're still taking care of this stuff. You're still worried about the life of it. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm excited about your millet tech. I can't wait. What strain did I just birth? That was a B plus. That was B plus. I hope I get a grade. Would you guys give me a grade? Can I get a B plus for what I just did? Can I get a B? Give me a grade. What's my grade? Huh? Come on. What's Pop's grade? Don't you guys use a G's grader. You're killing me. Leave this stuff alone. You know that's life in there. I get an A. Exception gives an A. Only I get one extra plus from Tube Junkie. Okay. See, I got it. I like my friends that give me pluses better. Thank you, kids. Thank you, kids. That was okay. I like you guys. Oh, you want the giveaway to get started. I get it. Okay. I get it. Bradley, an F for fantastic, right? I just said it before I saw it. Come on. I knew you were messing with me. Okay. I knew it, brother. This is a lot of fun, man. I could be dating like a hot model tonight. I could be like out on a date with a hot model, but I'd rather be with you guys. So what's that say? There's a bunch of hot models here, I bet. I can't see you all, but I know some of you are like hot models. I could be out with a hot model, but I'm here playing Uncle Ben's instead. Okay? I'll go out with you, Bob. Shut up, Kyle. We're trying to get you here so you can go out with us. You're a hot model, Bob. You guys really want, now it's 2 giveaways. That's it, Blake. You just earned the group 2 giveaway, a second giveaway. Flattery will get you everywhere. Give me 1 second. I gotta go up. And hey, Mama's here. Oh my God, we might go to a third part. Hold on, and my silly motherboard's here too. All my friends are here. Hold on. I have to go upstairs and get the goodie bag now. I'm a model. You know what I mean. How much fun? You know you're sitting at home on a keyboard or a little thing and you're laughing right now? Now you know that? You just got through learning a couple of things and there's some new people here going, this is fun. These people laugh. Oh, hey, mama, hot mama. Okay, hold on a second. I have to go get seriously, give me 1 moment. I have to go get the goodie bag. I don't even know what's in the bag. I didn't prepare anything. And one of you guys just earned a second one out of me. It's crazy. And it wasn't Bradley, because Bradley gave me an F. Then he tried to cover it up. I'll be right back. You guys are bad. Bad kids. Good kids. I'll leave the whole box. Oh, you guys got me out of control. Is it Friday night? Should we be partying or are we just good? No, let's just bring the party here. What the heck's going on? Oh, I better get something to write with because I won't remember a thing. Okay, I better get something to write with. Oh, kids. Here we go. Am I going to use the bottom of the box again? You guys know I was ready for 1 giveaway, right? Okay, he's getting some good. Josh said he's getting some good. I'm not giving away the microscope. Okay, no. The microscope's staying here. Leave the No, you can't have No, you can't have rough. Leave rough out of it. So I had to go up. I have a refrigerator upstairs. This is the Mush Lab. You guys don't know, but this house is dedicated to just mushroom stuff. I actually live somewhere else, but I don't ever go home. I stay here. And my refrigerator's supposed to have like taco food and stuff, and it doesn't. It has this stuff for you guys. Nothing but stuff for you guys in it, right? It's ridiculous. What's in there? What's in there? You guys saw. What the heck's? What's in this thing? What's in here? I don't know. Okay, it's just, this is just the stuff that you just go like this. You close your eyes, you turn, you reach behind you, and you just grab and you pull it out. And you go, oh, okay, this is the one. This is the next one. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. All right? We'll do 2 of those. Bradley, you don't get anything, Bradley. You gave me an F. You're still trying to fix it. Okay? You gave me an F. All right? I'm looking at myself in here. I go, that was a pretty good face. All right? Here we go. Does Professor Shrooms have a twin he would like to add? Professor Shrooms, there's 3 of them now. And, oh, I got to talk to them. Hold on a minute. Okay, we're going to do countries. Go. Countries. If you're new, what you do is yell out a country. And I'm just first person that I see that comes up on the screen. It was fantastical. Okay. Japan, Iran, UK, Mexico, Afghanistan, Turkey, the 20 effect, ceasefire, 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 the 20 effect, China, the 20 effect. Fantastic. It's the first time I've seen you 20 effect. I'm excited that 20 effect got a win. 20 effect, you're the winner. China is the answer. And I cheated. Because all I did was went on the bottom of the box. These things were made in China. Well, that's good enough for me. Okay? So ceasefire, the 20 effect. Now, on these things here, you do not have to send in any kind of readings, anything like that. All you have to do is send me your DM me at Pop Shrooms 3 on IG. This is for you, the 20 effect. I'm glad it was you. We haven't talked before, and I am pleased. Good job. And look how kind everybody's being to you for winning. So the 20 effect, you're going to DM me your personal information. Just an address, a mailing address, P.O. Box, and I will, what am I going to send out to him? I'm reaching. No, I really am. I'm not even looking. I'm reaching into the goodie bag. You guys ready? I'm going to reach into the goodie bag. Boop, boop, boop. Goodie bag reach. Here we go. I can't reach with this arm. This arm's too short, but I'm going with this arm. This arm's doing a big reach. Way over. And I'm not looking for the feel. No, I'm not. What came up? You know, this isn't a good enough prize for tonight. 3 peaches? They're good. Don't get me wrong, but these go in our, these are going to go on a tea prize. These, get out of here. Give us another one, Pops. Here we go. Reaching over. Yeah, but those are like a backup. Those aren't a Friday night big shot prize. Get out of here. That just proves I'm not faking the draw. Oh, no. Oh, kid, look what you got. Skittled it up. Now everyone's looking at it, go, who cares? You just get Skittles. Oh, no. Oh, no. These are freeze-dried Skittles. Put it on the tip of your tongue. It melts away. And you don't crunch on it, do anything. Then what happens? About 2 o'clock in the morning, you wake up. I swear to God, 2 o'clock in the morning with these, you wake up and you go creeping down the hall and you open up the bag and you take a couple out and you go creeping back down the hall because you can't sleep, can't go back to sleep until you have one. You wake up wanting one, you got to go get it. Swear, that's called an addiction. Okay, so I'm sorry that I'm starting you on an addiction, but ask Big J. How many, Big J, have you creeped down the hall? Tell the truth, okay? So, the 20 effect, you get this out of here, all right? How do you get it out of here? By sending me your address. Let's do one more. We're going to do one more, and we're going to think of, so don't you guys dare get started. Don't you dare get started. We're going to, you know what we're going to do? I'm looking on the bottom of the box to see if there's anything on here for me. All right, here. Okay, honey badgers. If somebody says Hondor, I'm going to poke your eye out, okay? I'll just poke the thing right there. I'm going to poke it right on the screen. Whoever says it, I'm going to poke them right. You're going to get a red dot right in your eye. Okay? Here's a question. And if anybody has this brand of vinyl gloves, they already have the answer. Do not store above what degrees these vinyl gloves? Do not store above what degree? Closest without going over. I got a 90, a 120. Bud Dad's a 100. Done. Kill. Cease fire. Bud Dad's. It's a 100 exactly. He nailed it on the number. Boom. Bud Dad's. He's pretty smart. Okay? So Bud Dad's, because it was fast and it was a kind of easy one, you're getting the peaches, bro. You're getting the peaches. All right? Where are those peaches at? Because we're going to do one more. Everybody was going to be disappointed. That one went too fast. There you go. Bud Dad's. There's your peaches. You want me to sign it? Say, this is worth another 8 cents. If you guys want to hang around, because it's only 56 minutes, we have 4 more minutes to burn. Okay? Do you want me to sign it for 8 cents? Okay, you're going to probably have to send me a dime. I'll send back 2 cents and this. All right? So you send me a dime. I send you 2 dull pennies back with the signature. Deal? What do you think? Nah, I'm not going to charge you. I'll put it on there anyways. Yeah? Do you want it in red? Should I paint? You want me to print it in red since I got the red pen right now? Just do it. I'm going to do it. Here we go. This is worth 8 cents all day long. All day long. By the way, this one right here could go way up in value, way up. And I'll tell you why. Because it's the first signature in red. Think about that. One of these days when they're sorting out all the signatures, like Babe Ruth's, can you imagine this first one in red? He did a bunch in black, right? The first one, if someone found one in red from Babe Ruth right now, how much would that be worth? Red one for Bud Dad's. Okay, that's pretty freaking cool. Double this one. It's the first one that I've written B Nature. Oh yeah, he's getting B Nature. Everyone else has been getting much love. You're talking rarity. Who just said rare? Who knows? Who values it? That's right, Bradley. That's value right there. Value added. Okay, we're talking prices. Kristen diagram. I'm hitting it out of a park, just like Brad. You guys, I can't believe you guys put up with me doing this. B Nature, Pops. This is worth something. It's worth 8 cents at least. This is a 9 center. This is going up to 9 cents. You add the red, and you add the new saying. Come on, you did pretty good, bro. Okay. So we got the 20 effect, and we got Bud Dad's. Killing it. Let's do one more. But you know what this one's going to be tonight? What we're going to do, I'm trying to think. I'm looking for a name that's scrolling by. One of you goofballs out there that you think you could do this better than Pops. Somebody found out this morning. It's not as easy as you think. Trying to think I'm thinking it's Carlotta. It might be. No, Carlotta won this morning. Didn't Carlotta win this morning? I think Carlotta won. Trying to think. It might be Carlotta. We might have to pick on Carlotta. It's definitely Carlotta. How many people say it's Carlotta? And you guys will find out what I'm talking about. Say it's Carlotta. Yep, Sandman. I think it's going to be Carlotta. I vote Carlotta. Yeah. No, I think it's Jungle City will get you soon, but I think it's Carlotta. All right, Carlotta, give it away. Give it away, Carlotta, and then I'll pick. Figure it out. Carlotta, it's up to you now. It's her game. You guys all turn to Carlotta. It's her game. Yeah. Perfect. Maybe you laugh with the personality. Thank you, Bird Watcher. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being here and laughing too, though, because the more people here, the more fun it is, right? Carlotta, come on. Whatever the game is, we got to give her a minute. We'll be patient. We'd like to hang out. We'll talk for a couple minutes while Carlotta figures out how she's going to give away. What's Carlotta giving away? Maybe Carlotta's going to give away. Let's see. She's got to give away something cool, right? Oh, wow. Let me go get something even cooler. Wait. Oh, did she already get started? Okay, you guys do that, and then she'll tell us who won, and I'm going to go get the big prize. This is the big one. Oh, it's still going on. Still going on. Apples. Monkey bars. I missed the category, which is fine. It's Carlotta's game. I can't play. But I can go pick up prizes. You guys keep playing until I show you the prizes. Oh, yeah. Oh, parts of the park. Okay, that's neat. Tetherball. What a good idea. Million slides, and that hasn't been right. Ceasefire. Kyle says ceasefire, that somebody's won. Restrooms, that's funny. Carlotta says stop. Carlotta says stop. Okay, everybody, ceasefire. Carlotta says stop. Michael won. Congratulations to Michael. Michael, is that Michael Ariano? Hold your fire. Is that going to be Michael Ariano? Okay, Michael, merry-go-round, Michael Ariano. Carlotta says it's Michael Ariano. That's who it is. Let me write it down. Carlotta, you're a doll for doing that for us on no notice at all. And that was a lot of fun, too. Thank you, Mr. Ariano. This is beautiful, you guys. A bunch of new people joining us tonight that are winning. And I hope that you understand that we really enjoy this. Come on back. Hang out with us again. This is a lot of fun, you guys. Sai, it's been beautiful tonight. What did he win? What did Mr. Ariano win? We wanted to make this the grand prize for tonight. Do you feel like there should be one more prize after this? I do. But why don't we just give Michael Ariano's away first? Okay? This, in honor of Carlotta, who I think of in a motherly way. She's very motherly, right? Well, this is a Madonna. This is what I call a Madonna mushroom. There's a mother and a child here. A mommy and a baby. Okay? What do you think of that? What do you guys think of that? Mommy and a baby. Yeah? Look at the bottom of that. Mommy and a baby. And one of the ones that just came out of the freeze dryer today. That's Michael Ariano. That's what Carlotta got you. Okay? It will make you sing like the Madonna. Yep. What do you think? You okay with that, Michael? Get out of here, Michael! Okay. So you know what you have to do. Send me that. I want to do one more game. I feel like there's one more person out there that needs to win something. Hell yeah, I did good, Carlotta says. Okay? Yeah, my paper towel holder's the best, Blake. Actually, it's just a little stuffed guy sits on top, but he's literally the good luck charm to the lab. If he's not sitting on top of the paper towel thing, it freaks me out. I have to come back down and put him on top. Yeah. I'll show you. Hold on, I'll have to show it to you. Boop. So he just, dink, sits on top of it. Cool? But it freaks me out if he's not sitting on top. Whoa. If he's not sitting on top of there, just like that. It's OCD. Okay, let's do one more giveaway, and it's going to be for a bag of Skittles. We'll just, because these are amazing. Okay, we're going to do one more giveaway, bag of Skittles, and who wants to do it? Pops is not doing the final giveaway. You guys do the final giveaway. Who's doing it? Who feels like it? Okay, Nick is doing it. I just saw, you know what, Nick? Let's have Bud do it since Bud just won. Bud, you do it. Bud's won a couple this week. Great readings from him, and he just won right now. So, Bud, you do it. Bud, give it away. Okay? Sounds good, Nick. All right. Buddy, you do this, and we're going to go home. We've had a really good night. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Okay. Name a cannabis strain. Okay? He wants you guys to name a cannabis strain. White Widow, Bubba Kush, Bud get out of here. So weird. Grape Ape, Gorilla. Boy, there are going to be a million that you could come up with. Is Skittles one of them? Is Skittles one? Is Pops Canardly? How about a Pops Canardly? No, not a Pops Canardly. How about Detroit Diesel? No, I'm not guessing. There is no such thing as a Detroit Diesel. Gosh, this is going to be a hard one, you guys. Are there this many? Look how many there are. And you guys know them all? How many do you guys know? Well, you're freaking me out. I could never have asked this question, let alone answered. Once I said Kush, I'm done. Indica? What? Hey, Mama? No? Mango Kush? What are all of these, you guys? I'm not even joking. Skittles, I'm back to Skittles with you, Birdwatcher, you and me. We're just on the Skittles and forget about it. Runts, you're going to go run. Oh, Nick's out of gas. Nick's out of strains, too. Once you start going to candy, you know that they're running out of gas, buds. Okay? You know they're running out of gas. That's the trick. Once they start changing the category, they're out of gas, buds. I see it every day. It happens every time you ask a tough one. They run out of gas. Okay? The questions start slowing down. You'll see. You'll see. I'm teasing you guys. This is a great question. Right, Birdwatcher? They're running out of gas. They start coming up with, when they start saying polar bear and they know darn good and well that it isn't an alternator, no, forget about it. Say lug nuts, nope, you know darn good and well it's not a lug nut. Okay, it's not a golden retriever. Okay, forget it. You know darn good and well it's not an Airedale. Okay, it's not a beaver butt. It's not. Yep, Art's out of gas. He went honey badger. Okay, I can tell you the guys that are out of gas here. I can tell you looking at it. A lot of people still have gas though. You guys are good. Like, how do you guys keep up? Justin's gone. Justin tapped out. Adam tapped out. No, Adam, that might still be one. Birdman, you guys are some of you popping back in though. Look at all these answers. Are you sure they didn't get it, bud? Are you sure? Oh, the old chem dog. Okay. I love when people say it like 4 times, like maybe the 4th time will be the right one. Right? It's like, this is fun to watch. I'm glad I don't have to yell them all out. I'd be worn out. This one would take a professional auctioneer. That's a lot of weed, Bradley. You tapped out. Sam tapped out. He went shake. He's done. Big J's done, and he knows every strain in the book. Big J knows. I would have bet on Big J. My money was on Big J. No. I didn't get an answer after the 3rd time. Science, true. Oh, but I said it. I was the 4th one. Did you think I'd answer the 4th? Oh, that's so true. It's like, how many times are you going to answer it wrong? No, it's not Lake Tahoe. It is not Lake Tahoe. Not Lake Tahoe. Not Lake Tahoe. It's not. Oh, God. Give a hint, bro. You got to give a hint. You're killing the game. You got to give us a hint. Come on, give us a hint. People are tapping out on us. I lost focus. Give us a hint. Starts with a D. All right, you guys got a hint. You got a hint. It starts with a D. Double decker. You guys, that's a big hint, man. That narrowed it down. So everyone's gonna go diesel, 100 diesels. I think he said it wasn't diesel already. Okay, dank. Oh, it might be Durban. I haven't seen Durban. Okay, dumb. My Cillian, we love you so much. I miss you. Where have you been? I know life. You've been in your life. Just you better start coming back. You're so cute and fun. Get back here. Is she here right now? She better be answering. Oh, God. Oh my goodness. We still even with the D, we're not getting it? Give us the next letter or something, bro. This is the longest in history of the game that we've ever done. Okay, you win. Bud Dads is the winner. Okay. It's a mix with Dosey. What? Okay, so, bro, what are you doing to us? What is it? I don't even know what that means. How is that a hint? What the right, Aaron? What the F is Dosey? Dosey Doe. And what is Dosey? That didn't help one bit. Just because you're the highest level breeder in the United States doesn't mean that helps any of us. Dosey Doe. See, we're all out there, bro. And he thought that was a hint. I mean, we're not making fun of him, but for him, that was like the big hint. Like, I'm giving it to him. I can't give it to him. Like, it doesn't help us a bit, bro. Am I right, Michael? Did that help you even one bit? Not Tasha. Anybody laughing? Did not get help. We got a Dosey. Oh, bro, are we gonna? Come on, man. I ate the whole. I ate the whole bottle. I ate all the Skittles while we were playing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I ate all the Skittles. You killed the game, dude. Bud. You killed, dude, where's my car? Bud, come on. Come on, give us some hints. Do something. He said stop. What? Who said stop? Dosey punch. Dosey do. Where's your... Oh, come on, I'm lost now. I got lost. Bud, what's happening? Terror one. Okay. Woof. I feel like we ran a marathon. I feel like we ran, not a bad thing. We could use a marathon once in a while. But I want, Terror one. Let me write that down. Thank you, Bud. We made fun of you and we didn't mean to. That was... Terry, you got him coming, man. I don't even know what the answer was. I have no idea what Dosey Do was. What in the Dosey Do is going on? Dosey Mango? What? I don't have about 4 people now go, I said it first. No, I'm teasing. So there's only about 3 Skittles left in the bag, Ter. I'm sorry. All right. That was great. It was Gelato. Is that right? I've never heard of it before either. Fun. Good one to end on, though, because now we cannot do another one. We're like an hour and a half long. Okay, he wiped us out, bro. I actually have to thank you for saving some candy for the rest of us. All right? And in the meantime, I'm sorry to Ter. There's only 3 Skittles left in his bag. I ate the rest while we were playing. Okay, which you can't blame me. It was kind of like a long time, right? Get out of here. That was as fun as a Labradoodle. That was fun, you guys. I'm gonna go. I don't even want to go because this is my date. I would if it's not here, then I'd be out with the model. But instead, I'm here with Bradley Gallant getting Fs. Okay, think about that. Think about what kind of life I have if I have to sit here and get F's for Bradley Gallant, okay? And not know what do-si-dos are going on. Okay? And eating too many Skittles because the games are running too long. Pops loves everybody here. Tasha, you've been having a ball. Tasha's nothing but laughing. All right, scroll us out of here. And I feel good getting first dosey. You're halfway there. So come on, scroll me out. I'm going to go. Thank you, guys. Tea tomorrow from the boat. We're going to be on the boat tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Come and watch me catch a fish. Watch me pull Jeff's beard, get in trouble, watch me surf the back of the boat. If you guys talk double dog dare me, I'm going to surf the back of the boat tomorrow. Yeah? Yeah, come on, Pop, surf the back of the boat and stay alive so we can come back and have more fun. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, and thanks that we did this. It was a great, great Friday night, and I hope we learned something. I hope everybody learned, and we grew as a group and family and friends. Have a good time. Love each other out there. Be good examples. Build one another up. Be encouragers to each other. And always have a good time. Always say, I love you. The more you say it, the more you will. I'm on a boat, Carlotta. Okay? So I'm going to scroll back. Justin, you're the best. Sandy, take care of your girl there. Jason, I love you, man. Bradley Gallant, didn't even have to buy you dinner. You better take it easy. I know where you're going next. 20, you're majestic. Kyle, Boat T, Ant, have a great night. You tapped out early. Kristen, have a good night. Exception, love you. Nikki, thanks for being here. Carlotta, thanks for jumping in for that game. Congratulations to all the smart winners and the lucky ones. Sandy, Tasha, great night. Bud, thank you. You're out of control. Don't you ever you're never running another game. I'm going to surf the boat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, bro. Ant and Robert and Jason and Jose and Nick and Jeremiah. Effer, fantastic. You're right, Jeremiah. Hey, Mama, peace to you, my girl. Frylock and Kyle Fish. No, I'm not going to lose the hat. I turn it around backwards and I look like I'm out of control and the neighbors love it. Lana, thanks for being here. Blake and Tasha and Ant and a lot of nice new people. There you are, 20 Effect. Get that info to me. Bradley and Carlotta and Jason and Bradley and Hey Mama, thank you. And Birdwatch and Umter and Budaz and Boop, I'm out. Sporling and Michael Ariano, nice to be here of you. Kyle, 20. The Tube Junkie, I like those, the way you type that. I don't know how you get those circles around that. Love you too, Big J. You're more handsome than anybody here. Adam, Temple, Jason, Bradley, Aaron, you guys can't say goodbye to each other fast enough. Get out of here, Pops. Peace. I will catch you guys tomorrow on the, how you saying it, Ziam? On the Whoop Shoop. Pops, peace. Love one another. Thank you again for everybody being here and spending the time you guys do. Building each other up. Teaching each other. Being good and being kind. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Pops, peace, love, out.